Guys, Kryptonite here. I am going to take this box and turn it into something to hold my makeup. I am not prepared in the least. I just decided to do this last minute. I grabbed a bunch of shit that I had laying around my house. So, I'm going to get this cardboard ready, cut it up and all that sort of thing, and I will be checking back in periodically while I'm doing so. So I'll catch you later. Okay, so I've got the middle of my box here that I'm going to cut up a little bit more. And I've got all these flaps that were on it. Just cut the box apart into sections where there was folds. And now I'm going to do some measuring and cut into a specific size and see how it goes from there. So I'm cutting my cardboard boxes and my scissors suck. So I'm making a little cut in the cardboard and then I'm cutting it the rest of the way with my knife. Smith & Wesson. Yep. This is the Smith & Wesson Cutting Horse. Yeah. I love this knife. It's very sharp. I always make sure I close it before I set it down. That way if I go to pick it up, I ain't going to cut myself on accident. But I really need to utilize my scissors right now because I've got all these ratchet edges from cutting with a knife. So I'm going to sharpen this shit. So it's going to be a while before I actually get this done because I got hand sharpen my scissors here. Now they're not too bad in the center because I've sharpened these before and I think I just mostly got the very bottom part right here. So now what I gotta do is I gotta work on this at the end, get that sharpened so I can actually cut these little fringes off, make these boxes as square as possible. If I had some better scissors it wouldn't be too bad, but got some ratchet ass scissors that used to be in a 5th grade classroom. So, you know, they got used a ton and now they're dull. Dull as fuck. So I will be back with an update again. So I'm just sitting here cutting away like this. I've got some little boxes cut out and all of a sudden I hear this noise. Like a little rumble and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Sorry for cuss words. But I'm like, what is that noise? Where is that coming from? And then I'm sitting here just listening. It's coming from my kitchen. Oh yeah. I'm making bread in my bread maker. Durr. I'm not very smart, am I? No, I'm smart. I just forget way too easy. So this is the first time I'm making bread in a bread maker, because usually I just make it in the oven, but my oven's broke. It don't work. So I'm using this bread machine because I want to make some bread, because let's face it, I'm out and I'm broke. So I'm making some bread. Smells pretty good. Smells like bread. Who knew? I'm just gonna get back to this DIY makeup box thing. Well, my hot glue gun is hot to trot, so I'm gonna start gluing some fabric onto these, and I'm just going to be using some old t-shirts that don't fit me anymore, and just gonna color it up a bit. Alright, so I've got one cardboard piece covered on one side. I still got a little bit of the cardboard showing on the back, and I did burn my finger using my hot glue gun. It kind of hurts. So definitely be careful when you're using your hot glue gun. And since I used fabric, I only glued around the edges here because I didn't want it to be bumpy in the center here. So this is all, I pulled it nice and taut, so it's all nice and flat and wrinkle free, and there's no bumps, so nice and smooth. I don't know if you can tell, but it's smooth. It looks good. And I'm just going to continue to do this to the rest of my pieces and get them put together. Okay, and so I'm sitting here struggling to cut fabric with these stupid, dull scissors, and I realized, hey, I crochet, and I've got scissors to cut my thread. Much sharper than these, much sharper. They're smaller, but they get the job done quicker. Why didn't I think of that? I guess I'm just having a blonde day. Okay, so I've got a few pieces done here, and I am just going to, I've got my top and my bottom and two sides, and I'm just going to do these for my sides like this, and then put my other one on top, and I will be about a quarter of the way done. Alright, and so I've got this little cubby so far. It's just a little cubby hole. It's not very stable because I don't have anything on the back to keep it together. I got to do one more back here, and then I'm going to do some drawers, and we'll figure out how to do that as we go. But this is what I've got so far. So you can see they all look nice and smooth because I pulled my fabric taut so that I wouldn't have any wrinkles or creases in it. And it's looking good so far.